Chuck and welcome to the weekly update here at Fishy Business. With fall approaching and with questions galore, one of the most frequently asked questions that I get here in the store is, I'm interested in saltwater, but I don't have a huge budget. Is there a way for me to get and try and experiment with saltwater? And I almost always use this as a reference, the 32 CORY Bio Cube. We've decided to shoot out a how-to video that you'll see here pretty soon. And this is the easiest way to get into saltwater. Well, we don't just have the Bio Cube. Right now, actually, we have 5 210-gallon tanks. We have about 5 90-gallon tanks. We've got about 5 75-gallon tanks. Not to mention a host of tanks and setups throughout the store. You need to come check out the tanks, everybody. First, we're going to check out the fish.
Hey, it's Kevin. I got an awesome selection of freshwater fish in this week. I'm going to show you the coolest of the cool of what we got, but this is just a little bit of what we got. One of the coolest things I got in this week are definitely these red spot gold SEVERUMs. They're really good size. They've got awesome markings on these guys, and as they mature, it's just going to come out more. They really resemble a discus heavily in body shape and even in the color. They are kind of a semi-aggressive cichlid, so they're not the most aggressive of your South American cichlids by far, and they usually can be mixed in with a lot of other semi-aggressive fish. This is something I haven't had in a while for sale. These are large RUMMYNOSE TETRAS. These are the same TETRAS that all of you have been begging for us to sell out of our planted tanks, but we never did. These are the same fish, and we have them in stock, and they look really nice. This is an oddball for you. These are gold sunshine neon tetras, a yellow gold version of the regular neon tetra. They came in exceptionally large and very fat and healthy. This is something I haven't had in a while, and this is one of the best looking batches I've had in. Got in some wonderful looking white cloud mountain minnows. These guys are fantastic for cycling a brand new tank, especially a smaller tank like a 10-gallon. I got an awesome selection of Sri Lanka guppies. These are some of the prettiest fancy guppies I've seen in a while. We've got males and females both in stock. Wonderful color, wonderful finish on these guys. I got in some jumbo neon rosy barbs. These guys are fantastic looking, and they're big. They're probably about 2.5 inches on some of them. Here's a really cool oddball for you. These are African ropefish. These guys really love bloodworms. Feed them heavily with bloodworms, preferably frozen bloodworms. Sometimes they'll take to a flake or a pellet, but they do love their bloodworms. Always have those on hand with these guys. When I look at these cute little RANCHU lion heads, all I can think about is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the movie Ghostbusters, because they look just like him in the face. I swear they do. They're so cute. These guys are pretty large. These guys are about 3.5 to 4 inches. One fish that's commonly asked for that I haven't had in a while are the ROSELINE sharks, also known as a denuncii barb. Really cool, larger community fish. Do really well in schools, preferably of 3 to 5 or more. We got in a nice looking batch of farm raised JULII CORYs. These are well sought after little scavenger fish. Excellent markings on these guys, and they're very active. They're adorable.
Hi everyone, welcome to the saltwater portion of this week's weekly update. As always, I've got some stellar fish for you for reef tanks and for fish-only tanks. Big fish, small fish, I've got it all. So let's go take a look at them. Alright guys, up first this week is a super cute baby clown grouper. Clown groupers do get fairly large at about 1 foot in length, so make sure we have a large tank. And as all groupers, they will eat anything that fits in their mouth. So we want to be careful of what we house him with to make sure that he doesn't eat an expensive snack. Clown groupers are beautiful, also known as the leaf lip grouper. But if you have a large tank with large fish, these guys are perfect. Alright guys, up next is this super big Valentini saddle puffer. So Valentini saddle puffers are a type of dwarf puffer. If you've always wanted a puffer fish but don't have the space for your large-bodied dog faces, then this Valentini is perfect. This guy is full grown. He's not getting any bigger, so he can fit into smaller tanks. These guys are absolutely adorable, have so much personality and beautiful patterns with all of the color on them as well. This beautiful fish right here is a dwarf angel called the bicolor angel. Bicolored angels are beautiful with that yellow and bright cobalt blue. As all angels, they are reef safe with caution / not reef safe, as they do like to enjoy corals as a part of their diet. So a fish only tank would be better for him. This one is already proven, already eating frozen food, and would add so much activity and color to your fish only aquarium. Alright guys, up next is this large fox face. This one is a trade-in. It came in from someone's tank, as I can really not order them in this large. This is a proven specimen, already is eating algae, seaweed, frozen food. These fox faces are amazing fish. They do eat algae and they are venomous. So just be careful when we're sticking our arms and hands in the tank to do maintenance, but otherwise, they're a great fish for a fish-only aquarium. Alright guys, these are little baby Valentine lionfish, and they're so teeny tiny right now. Lionfish are also venomous, and so just be aware of that. They also will eat anything that fits in their mouth, so make sure we house them with fish that they cannot eat. But Valentine lions really are the centerpiece of any aquarium, and they're so beautiful and just so cute. I love them. So this is one of my favorite gobies of all time. This is the pink spot Watchman goby. Absolutely breathtaking. There's not a lot of fish that have that true magenta pink coloring, and this guy has it all over his body and his fins. There you go. Thanks for showing off. I have never had a pink spot Watchman in the store that did not pair to a pistol shrimp. So these are one of the gobies that will pair to a pistol shrimp. So if you want that symbiotic relationship, the pink spot Watchman is going to be perfect for you. I have gotten so many compliments on these fish right here. These are scissor tail gobies. They are a very peaceful reef fish. They do love to school. If you want that schooling effect, I would recommend taking home 5 or 6 of them. These guys will dart in and out of the rocks. These ones stay out more than a lot of your other gobies, like your firefish. These are breathtaking with their coloration, patterns, and their pure activity level. They are phenomenal for reef tanks. This cutie right here on the bottom of the sand bed is a red scooter blenny. Look at those phenomenal intricate patterns all over his body. Now these guys are very similar to the dragonets in that one of their main food sources are your copepods. So before taking one of these guys home, we do want to make sure that we have a healthy population of those in our tank. But these guys have also been known to take to frozen foods as well. Alright, so last but not least, I wanted to point out my favorite type of clownfish that I have in the store right now. These are your tomato clowns. They're a lot different than your normal Nemos, if you will. These guys can be a little bit more aggressive, but they offer so much color that these guys are a lot more red and have orange and yellow. They look like they're on fire, which is really cool. If you're looking for clownfish but don't necessarily want your normal orange ocellaris, your Nemos, like I said, then definitely consider coming down and getting some of these tomato clowns.
Did you actually just sell another tank today?
Yes. The reason that I did is because we're still selling them at the older prices. So until they go up again, I've got tanks everywhere in here right now in the setups. It has never been a better time before things increase to get a tank. So take that however you will. Thanks for paying attention to the update. God bless, and we'll see you here next week.